to start with a big guest, Big J from Tulid community. How are you, brother? Welcome in. Thank you so much for having the time to jump here with us, and I hope you enjoy your time here. How's it going, brother?
It's going great. How about yourself?
Perfect. Tired as usual, of course, because well, we live in Europe and it's always late in Europe. Like I love to say, it's always late in Europe. But we enjoy this. It's great to be back on the podcast, and of course, having such a heavyweight as a guest. It's amazing. How's it going? How's the day going? How was the stream? I saw some music. I was getting lit alongside with you.
it was great. It was I've noticed ever since like I've been like in the music category. I've been playing music, just vibing out, hanging out, interacting with the chat and stuff. It seemed like I kind of stay consistent in the top, like the top of the chart. Like I'm always at the top. Like, and I'm really enjoying myself. Like I haven't enjoyed myself like this since Mixer.
Oof. Yeah, it's been a while since Mixer. Like what, 3 years now? I think that
Yeah,
Mixer was over. Mixer was such a great platform. It was really a shame that, well, things didn't turn out that well to Mixer.
right.
Sadly, that's what happened. But you went for from Mixer to what platform?
I went from Mixer to Twitch.
Oof. Okay, I've been a Twitch streamer for a few. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy the platform. I can't stress enough. I did enjoy the platform whilst I was there most of the times because well, what we did had in that time was like YouTube, which is streaming platform, was not really good for me as a streamer,
Right.
and we had Trovo,
Drobo. Yeah, I remember Drobo.
which is not bad. Trovo is still in action. It still does things, but to be honest, Kick coming like this, it's really a fresh air. So, how long did you change to Kick, and why did you change it? It's a big idea here.
So, what made me change was I was starting to feel a little doubtful of Twitch. I was starting to feel like it wasn't like Mixer. I was just starting to feel like Twitch may not have been my platform to stream on. So, I decided, thinking about other places that maybe I could stream on and focus on, because we all know at the end of the day, the discoverability on Twitch is very low. So,
Oof, close to none, yeah.
right. So, they've always told us, like, other content creators that, been streaming for a while, they would always suggest, put yourself out there, make YouTube videos, do TikToks, post
Yeah,
tweets on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook gaming, Facebook, like all of those
all of
different,
that.
yeah, to, get the discoverability. And I don't know, I just got an email from Kick and they were like, hey, sign up with us. We're looking for hype and, bring energy to this platform. And at first, I thought that it was like, junk mail. I didn't like know what to do with it. I talked to my admin team and they were like, hey, maybe you should try it out. You were just literally saying that you were looking for another platform to try. So
Yeah.
then I signed up and I didn't even realize that when I was streaming that 48 hours within my account streaming that I would automatically be affiliated. So I didn't even
Oh,
have to go
nice.
through the steps to get affiliated.
Okay, so how long are you in Kick?
I've been on Kick for about, I want to say about a good 3 months.
Oh, okay. So you're one of the so-called OGs almost. Like Kick has been out like what, 5 months, 6 months?
About 5, 6 months, yeah.
Oh, so you really start. Oh, that's why. That's the thing. You built your community around, well, not yourself, but a body of streamers and content creators, and very awesome and amazing people to have around. So, did you bring those guys over to Kick, or wherever you go, you can check them. That core, that body core of people.
Yeah, so what I did was, so my core, my usually my admin and my moderators, they usually, they support me everywhere I go. And like the thing is like, and that's how it should be. If people support you, they're going to support you on, all the platforms that you go on. So it's like, if I go to kick, some people, they might be a little, like weary, not really
Yeah.
sure, maybe not. They might go and support, but far as streaming, they might kind of look around and see if it's comfortable for them, and if they like what they see, they'll give it a go. And I mean, I honestly think, being a good leader to a community shows that, hey, if Big J does it and he's doing good, maybe we can give it a try and see how it goes. We got so many great admin, so many moderators. So like, I guess once they seen that it wasn't so bad for me, they, wanted to give it a go. And we're all supporting everybody, and
Oh,
it's
that
lovely. It's lovely. I love it.
that's amazing. That's amazing. So, what was the first category that when you arrived to Kick, you try to establish not only for your channel but for the two lead community? Because of course, being a community, there's a lot of work involved, and having new people, stay true to the old ones as well, because it's the most important thing. I talk, I mean, from experience, to be honest. My oldies, the ones that I hold close and dear to me, they still with me and they still jump now and then. But was difficult to to reach out on Kick and be on that specific category. So, what category did you start on it, and how did your viewers felt about that category?
So when I made the transition over, it was kind of just like me by myself. So like, I was kind of just streaming, you know, everybody was still on Twitch. So, it was kind of like I was kind of making a few friends before like my community started making the move over. Um my very first stream, I was playing WWE 2K23, and
Nice.
yeah, and I got a host out of nowhere.
Okay.
Just streaming, having a good time playing wrestling. I got a host out of nowhere. And it was HD the King, by the way. Really great guy.
Oh, love him, love him.
Yes,
He
great
plays a
guy.
lot of WWE as well, man. I love. I
Yes,
always jump in the morning to see him because it's my morning and he's still streaming, so I jump there.
most definitely. And he showed me love, and I won't never forget that. It's things like that that streamers don't forget. And when I started, building up my community, because a lot of the people from Tula is originally from Mixer, some of them from
Okay.
Twitch, and then some of them on the way from Kick. So as these platforms go, I'm going and I'm taking people with me, and we're sticking together. I love the community that it has become. You have your trials and tribulations. Some people, don't want to go to new platforms. Some people,
Yeah.
come and go. But as a whole, I feel like we've all learned from each other, and support. Our support system has gotten stronger, and I really like our community. It's really great. So I mean, I
No,
s- yeah. So
that's
I mean,
the key point, right?
yeah,
It's
so
the key
like,
point.
right, so like, I started off, just playing random games, here and there, trying to figure out what was good for me, because I mean, it's a new platform, it's still in beta. So I mean, there's a lot of games, a lot of different content that people could capitalize on and be at the top of the list. I've kind of noticed, just one day I was like, let me just listen to music, and it was like in the middle of the night, and I
Yeah.
played music, and a lot of people were in there, and I was just so surprised. I was like, let me just let it play and just see how it works
And
out.
see.
And I had no camera on. I was still up. I was just looking to see who was all in there, and they had so many people in there. And then like the next day, I did music again, and there was an even bigger outcome. So I'm starting to think, hey, maybe music's a thing for me. I love music. Music is life. Like, I feel like I can relate to so much music, and I listen to so many different genres. I'm like, I like the party, so I'm like, they have a music category, so why not take advantage of that?
Oh yeah, of course. I actually what I do kind of like that is the Street Fighter now. I love to see Street Fighter tournaments and fighting tournaments. To be honest, so basically what I do is I put it there, let it roll, hang out with chat, and well, just having fun. That's it.
Right.
No more, no less. We're having fun. We're jumping left and right. Some people that actually still enjoys the gaming genre sometimes jump, and I say, "Oh, did you see that combo?" So I I'm very glad that Kick allows us to do that because I tried on Twitch, and as a Twitch affiliated, it's really bad to use or to host tournaments like that because I grab and sometimes people send me, "Hey, can you host this tournament here? Here's the link. Can you host that on the channel?" And I was like on Twitch, "Yeah, I can't, no, but
Yeah.
I'll try it." And then Kick allows that to be very very easy. Another question for you, BJ, and I know your community is getting bigger and bigger, and I'm so happy to see it because I recently been joined by, well, by the community to lead amazing embrace of love. I was invited to a stream team now, which I tended to give a chance to all communities that invite me. I like to check out the communities and see who's around. Of course, we all gain and we all lose something. Usually, you gain more than you lose. That's why you actually jump on communities. It is what it is. And if anybody thinks that, oh, I'll jump to this community just to help, guy, that's a lie. You jump to a community to be helped and help as much as you can.
Right.
But if you start on a community and you see that there's no help whatsoever, you usually jump out. And this is valid for any streamer out there.
True.
You most people are going to say, "Oh no, I don't do that." That's BS right there. I'm so sorry because you do that. You jump in a community. Oh, let me see this. Let me see that. Oh, I did some follows or some views. Oh, great. But usually, if you don't see like in the first 2 weeks some kind of support or love, you jump out of the community like no one. So how do you deal with these cases? Because all communities have it. I had my community back then in 2021 when I stopped. Well, later 2021, I did stopped a bit with communities and stuff. Went solo. I'm really happy with that as well. Manage my own community. I was a bit rough because I am strict with things. But how do you manage those kinds of episodes? Because it always happens, of course.
So, when I first started uh streaming, I was in a few communities, and you wanna be there, you wanna support everybody, and you would like to support as well. And it's just, people go through so many different things. Sometimes you may not like what other people like. How can you say this? You may not have the same agreement on things that are run through a community. So the disagreements may happen. You may see different, opinions on things, and you just feel like maybe it's just time for you to look for another community. And sometimes that happens. And let's just be honest. I mean, sometimes what community may work for me may not work for you, or what community may work for you may not work for me. So it's just one of those things. There's so many different communities out there. Um, I've been through too many, and a couple of my friends were like, "Hey, like Jay, you should make your own community." And then I made my community and have not looked back. Like, I'll support other communities, but I have my own, and we're still going.
So, yeah, interchanging of communities is a big talkative part. For example, I know we have Bush Army alongside with us and others. I only know Bush Army, but I'm relatively new to Lit. One of the things, it's kind of difficult to put the value on support, right? That's what I think. It's difficult to put value on support and how support. how do you view that fact? How is the fact? What is support for Big J? What is true support for you?
Support is just honestly when people are able to just, show up. Like if people, put your links out there, whether, you tweet something, they retweet. If they're in there for 1 second just to be like, hey, love you guys, but I just wanted to, come in here and just say, hey, I got things I gotta do. But things like that shows me that they were thinking of me. um, a lot of people don't realize a lot of people have things that they have to do other than streaming. So, when people come in the stream and they at least say hi or, hey, or ask how everyone's doing, but, they're taking the time to spend with me. And I know that time is very precious. So for them to take the time to come say hello to me or chat, like that means a lot. So, a lot of things that people don't realize is that time is very precious. So if someone comes in your stream and says, "Hey, gotta appreciate that." So I think that that's support. Just anytime people can come in and say, "Hey," or if somebody, if they want to, host out, or if they want to raid, or if they want to subscribe to my channel, that's extra. Like they don't have to do that, but for them to do that, that means that much more to me because I know that they work hard for their hard earned money, and for them to you know give it to me, it means a lot. And when I get that, I always try to get back to the community because I feel like they deserved it, they earned it, so I want that to be known too. So when people subscribe to you and do that, it's always good to get back to the community because without them you wouldn't be the content creator you are. So
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yeah, of course. If you think that support only cares if a person spends 24/7 in your stream, or that, guys, you're awfully wrong. Is upsetting? It is, of course. But think about it. When you are at work, not everyone has, like, for example, a work like me that provides me to be at the PC all the time and can be lurking, even chatting sometimes, or just moderating a channel like I do sometimes with Big's YouTube. But not all jobs can be affordable to do that. In all honesty, what do you think, Big, about? And I've been seeing this recently, especially on Kick. Kick is a platform growing; it is normal. So we saw the affiliation program on Kick is really good. 95% of the paycheck is for you. Really easy, so to speak, guys, to get affiliated. What is your intake on the requisitions to be affiliated on Kick? And what do you change if you think there's something you should change?
honestly, I think the way they have it is pretty good. I think the tough challenge is verified. I mean, the stats is, you gotta have an average of 75, and you gotta have 20 subs, you gotta have 300 chatters,
Yeah.
and you have to what I think stream for like
Well,
30
yeah,
out
is
stuff.
peanuts. The rest we already do it. But
Right,
the main thing is definitely what you said. Monetize my channel, which is 20 subs. Maintain my community, which is this average 75 like Twitch,
right.
and get people chatting, which is really good. But we know that path to affiliate is like build my community 75 and hang out with the community 5 hours. Do you think, in your own opinion, that is far too easy to get affiliated, or is it the way it should be?
Honestly, I feel like if you've been streaming for quite a while and if you've earned I guess you would say earned enough respect, and if you put in the work, it's not going to be as hard because people, you've been in the community, like so even if you're like brand new
Yeah,
to the streaming industry, all you have to do is just network and stream. Of course, you probably would have to put in more time to network than stream because you got to get to know people in order for people to know who you are because you can't just stream and expect people to know you off the rip. So
yeah,
honestly, a newer streamer coming in, it might be a little difficult, but if you were to, I guess you would say, just show a lot of support and then stream, and then more support and stream, like kind of like that, I think you'll make it. But if you've been known, it won't be as difficult to make it. So I honestly feel like the way they have it set up to get affiliated, I think it's just right. I know the average viewer on the other platform, Twitch, I know it was more difficult because you had to have an average of three. And, a lot of people have things they got to do. So it's like some of the times they would have people in there and it still wouldn't count. So it was just a lot of frustration on a lot of content creators that were streaming on Twitch, because there are people that still to this day ain't affiliated on Twitch and then came to Kick and got affiliated like that.
Yeah, that's true. Twitch actually has one thing that I feel it's valuable on that is the average. And this is my own personal opinion on things. I don't know if it's right, wrong, or if that's cool with most of the people. But to be honest, being in the platform, which I've been loved to be, it's my ninth day here on Kick, 9 days on Kick, and I've been meeting a few people, and I'm really glad to do it. But I still think, and I speak against myself. Well, not anymore, or probably I still do. Let me just check the achievements right now. I said, okay, my average is around 7, 8. Okay, not a bad average for the time that I spend streaming, or the things that I do on streaming nowadays. But my question here is, since you're getting 95% of your subs as pay, should we have an average, or we just stick by it? Because I'm really an effort guy, and like I said, I speak against myself because I'm still new on this. Most of my crew prefers to be on Twitch. No, my average on Twitch is like 40 now. Here is like 7, so big difference right there. But do you think that Kick becoming an affiliated by having, I don't know, let's put it high, because the payment is high as well. So let's put it high. Let's put it 10 views average. And I'm going to tell you, because if it was 10 views, I would not be affiliated on Kick, period. But I bet that most of people that are now affiliated would not be affiliated. So what you think on that intake? Should really have an average? Would be bad for Kick or good?
Uh, uh, so you like, in order to like, I guess you would say get verified, or you mean like just
No,
like,
no, no, no. Just affiliated. Just like having an average of 10 every 30 months. Like
uh,
you need to have an average of
oh, okay,
10
okay, I see what you're
to
saying.
get.
So to get it, or just to keep it,
No, no, just to get it. To
just
get
to
it
get it.
affiliated, you would
So
need an average of 10.
I I think that that would be really tough for a lot of people. Average of 10, because I know the struggle over on the other platform was 3. So imagine if it were to go even higher. Like, I
But
think
the payroll is way bigger here.
it
95%
is.
of the
It
subs.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a big difference. I mean,
Exactly.
the real question is it going to always stay 95 to 5, or is it going to ever change? Like, a lot of people are, asking questions they want to know, and I wish I had the answers to all of these questions,
Of
but
course.
as of right now, I know it's 95 5, and
And thank
Twitch
you.
is
And
50
thank you.
and 50. And I tell
No, it's
people,
not. It's not. It's barely that. It's like 50-50. I think it's for partners. So, yeah.
well,
You have, I think it's 70-30. I think, or you only earn, depending on your sub,
I just know.
$2 and something, I think.
Yeah, I just know that they get a big part of it, and a
Yes.
lot of people are frustrated. And I know everybody that was working full time streaming.
Yeah.
Really, really was upset about that. But I mean, I think that the Kick platform is a great place. It gives a lot of Mixer vibes, but better. I feel like it reminds me of Mixer, but it's even better than what Mixer was. And I've only been on this platform for about 3 months.
Yeah. So you think you would be a downfall for Kick to actually put an average on it?
If they were, I say it shouldn't be as high because I know um on the other platform it was three and a lot of people were struggling. So I mean, if they did, I'm pretty sure people would still get affiliated at this point. I know people that are already established more than
I
likely.
wouldn't. I like I'm seven of average. I wouldn't. So that's why I say when I speak against myself on that matter because I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I do a bunch of streams. I get a lot of followers because there's a few people that know my name still from Marvel Avengers and stuff. But that's it. That's it because it's a new platform for my viewers, like YouTube, and I'm a YouTube partner. I'm a Twitch, well, average streamer with a like average of 40. I don't average here. Of course, it's my ninth day here. I'm not expecting a big numbers and stuff like that. I
Right.
saw a lot of love. But one thing that I'm in this, I think it happens everywhere nowadays. I see a bunch of communities over Twitter just say, "Come get affiliated." Of course, it's 75 followers. Of course, you trade followers. That's it. That's it, and you get it like this. That's true on these communities, almost a community. And then they are big heroes because yeah, you are unlocking 75 followers. Well, let you know that you can do that by streaming. By the way, guys, you don't need communities to get followers. It is faster, yes, but on the long term, it's going to be this. And I'm not talking only on one platform because I do not, and I think you do not either, join only one platform, right, Big J? That's why we are on the path to partnership with Big J on YouTube. Go to his YouTube. I'm gonna link it up right now. Guys, give me just 1 second.
I appreciate
And
you.
no, of course, brother, of course. And we can see that most of those communities well intentional. I'm not saying that it's not well intentional. I bet it is. I bet it is well intentional. But what they will give you is followers. Because after that, what do you have? So my main thing is I would change that, no doubt, for true support because followers it's not true support. What's your intake on this? These communities that are around Twitter and Discord and stuff like that, just saying, "Hey, yeah, join us. We'll get you affiliated," or "Let me give you a shout out, and we'll try to help you within the community." And these communities usually have 1K, 2K people there, which is very easy to reach 75. But then they are like with 75 or more, and they are like one viewer, zero viewers. And I can pull up a few streams and show that because people with like, I don't know, 600 followers, 700 followers, and have like the viewership that I have right now, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, depending on the hours, of course. What do you
Yeah.
think about that? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Should it
So
be over?
yeah, about that. So I haven't really seen, but I've heard people talk about it. Honestly, it doesn't add up. If they have all of those people that's following them, how come they don't have more than 5 people watching them? Like I don't understand it. Like you would think all those people that follow them, they would have people in there watching, but it's unfortunate. Some people do the whole follow for follow thing, and I'm not here to judge, but I
Exactly.
just know that my community isn't a follow for follow. When people follow you, they actually watch you stream. They'll follow through. So when you see someone from Too Lit say, "Hey, I got you. I followed you," that means that they want to check out your content, and they'll be in your streams. Now it's up to you to keep them there.
No doubt about it. That's the thing, and that's the reality of things. I see people with a lot. I could name and put it here. A lot of people on there, and you people would see that. what's happening. Sadly, that's what happening because then they just vanished. There's no more. There's no more people around. The follows you got there, and it's perfect and it's good. But then it's over. There's no more. There's no support or true support. That is, what I saw on Two Lit Family is kind of the opposite on that. You know, you don't get crazy followers after follow. People will follow. Yes, definitely it will. We know that. But
Mhm.
in your stream, you have to be streaming for them to follow, which is for me the most important thing. If I'm streaming, you can follow me. So good. You see the content, you like the content, you can follow. If you got just go follow him because I'm a part of the community, I'm out. I'm out. I don't need it. You know, especially in the new platform. That's my thing. One thing that you do really well
Oh.
what would you change or what is your advice to fellow community leaders because that's what you are either you want it or not, that's what you are. What's your piece of advice to have such a thing?
My advice, honestly, just don't forget where you come from. Just you got to remember the basics of how you started, and just you wanna show great leadership, and not just boss around people and tell them what to do, but show them how it's done. You want to represent your company, your brand. So how do you represent your community? How do you represent your company? You go out there, you stream, you have a good time, you show support to those, and you don't just you how do I put this? So like I've been streaming for a while, ever since I've gotten affiliated on Twitch. I told myself, on the business aspect of things, you have to have a certain behavior. Like, I know you can't go around doing things that's gonna get you in trouble. TOS, all of that. You gotta respect the rules. You gotta respect the rules. If you don't, there's gonna be consequences and repercussions. So you know I tell myself, just do what I have to do, to keep from getting in trouble from, the rules that they have down, and just, so show support and just have a good time doing it. People can read you. So like, especially if they've known you for a long time, if you stream and you have, attitude, or if you're down and out, just the, Debbie Downer or whatever the case may be, they're not going to be around for that. They don't like that kind of energy. They want to, if they want that, they would, deal with their, in real life, So like, I tell people, like, a lot of the times, if you don't feel like streaming, just don't do it. Especially if you're in a bad mood, or you're down or something, because if you stream that, they're gonna see that, and that may drive people away. And as a content creator, you want to keep people, you want to bring people in, not push people away. So my best advice for everyone is just be yourself and have a good time.
Well, like, it's the best advice that I could attest for because I also do the same. If you're not willing or able to actually stream, don't. Just don't. It's not needed to stream every day. Another one of the hot topics on content creation being like long hours of stream. What's your intake on that?
So I see a lot of people that do it, and my thing is that burnout can be a thing.
Oh,
So
I think I lost him for a bit. Oh, there you go. There you go.
okay.
Continue.
So yeah, so burnout is a thing. If you feel like you need rest, please get it, because I've seen so many people burn out trying to stream for hours upon hours, and I know, excuse me, I know whenever I start to get tired, I'm out of there. I'm hosting, that's it, because I don't want people to see me getting like angry, or I don't want people seeing me, getting, delirious or anything like that. So, when I know it's time to go, it's time to go. But I
Makes
definitely
sense.
think,
Makes sense.
but I mean, if you can stream for a long time, hey, go for it. But actually be there, have energy, hype it up, and don't. be like slouched over and looking like, oh yeah, he needs to just end his stream, you know.
No, I can agree with that. I'm always been a fan of like 4 hour stream at the very most. Well, I did subathons on Twitch several times. I did long streams on when like Marvel Avengers came out and other
Hmm.
games that Square Enix sent. Yes, I do long streams on that. But in all honesty, I still think that 4 hour, if you are out there streaming 12 hours, guys, you are missing in one key point, in my opinion, and I'm no one in this business network.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that because if you take too much time streaming, then you're missing out on what you could be doing. And I've noticed that a lot of successful streamers, content creators, they don't stream as much. They make videos, they edit their videos, they stream less, they support, you know, as much as they can. But a lot of the successful content creators are editing their videos. They're making videos and, you know, they stream less and they support. So like kind of almost in that order. Edit, make videos, stream, support.
Yeah,
And the more you start to do that, the more people start to recognize you, the higher you go up, the less streams you have to really do. So technically, I don't have to stream as much, but because my passion for streaming has gone up, I'm streaming Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturdays and Sundays. Just depends on my mood. But
woof.
yeah, it's clockwork for me. I'm starting to feel it again.
That's good. That's good at the same time. Yeah. No, I can't. I'm like, I have to have my days out of streaming or content or even creation, as it as it seems. Because although I love this, I do this as a hobby. Most of the
Right,
people that knows me knows what I do for a living. For
right,
for others, well, you get around and you jump on the streams. You'll get to know one day, because
right.
usually I'm just talking with people. But to be honest, I don't stream over 4 hours. I might stream over 4 hours if I'm like doing something and I'm playing, but you won't see me on camera or hear my voice.
Oh,
To
okay.
be honest, I do a lot of those just gameplay streaming, which I like. I love because I'm like on my chair, just on the bag, feet on my table, just playing. Maybe I'll do a stream like that one day. Just I don't care about anything, just mic on and just talking with the people here on Kick. But
Yeah,
I feel that nowadays, especially new streamers, are pushing like to the limit of time they stream. They think like I'm gonna stream 12 hours on my channel. Nobody, and I said like this, nobody will stick with you for 12 hours. I'm
right,
so sorry.
right. And you
Okay, I'm so
know,
sorry. Nobody can
you're right.
stand anyone for 12 hours straight. Either it's your wife or even you to your wife, you could not stand 12 hours together.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's true, man.
Yeah,
It's
it
true.
is.
Although,
Even they'll eventually get like, okay, it's time for bed. Like, come on now,
yes,
wrap it up,
exactly.
wrap it
Let's
up.
sleep. Let's sleep. That's true. And the thing that I see nowadays is this new batch of stream. mm, They might succeed. I'm not saying that you cannot succeed if you do like 12 hours straight of streaming. You can, of course, you can. But on the long run, you won't. Believe me. I've seen so many cases nowadays. Like from I've been streaming since 2019, more or less. So it's like 4 or 5 years on and off. It will be like 3 years on and off because I I quit streaming on 2020 because of things. I did some hiatus for 6 7 months, and then I came back again. And the same guys that I saw streaming 12 hours straight with a good average, and we're talking Twitch, we're talking about 30, 20s, even partners now that I know a lot of partners that were actually very high on on the average. There are partners with 20, 25 viewers of average every month as partners, and that will happen here on Kick as well. Okay, guys, don't get me wrong. This is a great platform, but that will happen. So I always tend to put this as a question because it's really a hard question. So imagine, Big J, that in a few months, 1 or 2 months, which I don't think it will take that much, you become verified on Kick. Okay, perfect. That's gonna happen. We already know that YouTube will happen eventually, so we're good on that. But imagine you're verified on Kick, and Kick has a rule that every 6 months you need to maintain your average. For example, let me say 75 of average. For me, it's too much. I think that every partner should be like around 50 of average, but they had to maintain at least 80% of that average. So we're talking 42 average every month. Would you implement that on a platform, or you just like, okay, I'm going with 50, 75 average, and if I drop, I drop? What do you think?
Um, it kind of feels like adding pressure to the content creator because
This is a business. This makes a lot of money.
it,
95% of your income. I'm not going to ask you how much, but I can do a quick math here. If you get like 200 to 300 subs a month, you get a minimum, more than a minimum, no, more than two minimum wages here in Portugal.
oh wow,
Yes.
wow.
Yes. Okay. So just to keep things clear for all the people around, imagine the minimum wage on the US yearly is around 50K, more or less. 50K is the average salary, if I'm not mistaken. If you get like around 300 to 400 subs a month, which is not a lot, you'll get around of 2000 2k dollars every month, which is nothing for US standards, is nothing. But if I got 2k a month here in Portugal, I'll be living easily out of content creation.
Hmm.
So bear in mind that 400 subs, it's around 2k euros, okay, or 2k dollars, which is not a lot to live there in the US. But imagine that you get, for example, what would be the minimum to do this full time for you?
Um, minimum, I think
Yes. No, don't
like
say in dollars. Don't say in subs, but in dollars. Dollar
uh
wise.
like an hour, or do you mean like just all together?
No, altogether, a monthly number.
I think if you're trying to make it out of a career like a full time, it would have to be more than 1,000, right?
No, of course.
Because
That's 12K. You would starve. In the
right,
US, you will starve.
right. So
So we're talking maybe. Let me see. 12, maybe I would say probably around 2K, maybe 3K a month. No, yes, to be more, it's around 6K, 8K. Okay, so if we put 6K a month, will be, no, sorry, 8K a month would be 96,000 a year. It's a good average salary, I guess, for US. To get 8K, I'm just gonna split this really quick. To get 8K over on Twitch. And now this is the boring part. Sorry, guys.
oh no, no, no.
This is the this is the boring part.
The
But
business
I think
part.
it's needed even for new
Yes.
streamers. This is the business part of things. So you would need around 1,800 subs. So 1800 subs. There are people making that. There are people making that. No doubt about it.
Oh yeah.
1800 subs because you earn like, I'm gonna put it 4.5. You earn about $4.50.
Yep.
So 800 subs. 800 subs on that, you would get a good income streaming wise. Maybe maybe even for being full-time career. Now it comes back to this. In order to get that, you need to work a lot. Hey, welcome on Radical. I see you, brother. Thank you
That's
for
my
the
guy.
SO. Yes, I know. I know Radical is amazing. I've been seeing him around all the Too Lit family, and I appreciate you here, by the way, Radical.
One of the best supporters out there, by the way.
He's always
He's
around. I see
everywhere.
him always around, everywhere, every stream, every 2K stream that I see Too Lit there, and I'm like, oh, he's
Oh yeah.
everywhere. So shout outs to Radical.
Most definitely. You
The
see,
the thing
Red.
here, yeah, it's true. It's true. We might not interact between one another's, but we know the names. We check the names most of the times. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
and definitely you are everywhere, Radical. And thank you a lot for not only supporting here today this first podcast on one with Big J, but also the Tulit community because I grew fond of the community. To be honest, I don't have much time. Most of the times, I don't have the time to jump around everyone, but I try to jump here and there when I can, of course, because either way, we all do this. So 1800 subs.
Hmm.
Imagine that for in order to get this, because a lot of partners can get there. I seen on Kick people with 3,000, 4,000, 5K, 6K active subs, which is crazy. It's amazing. Now imagine that as a partner, you need to maintain that standard. We're talking about 42 average every month to continue to be a partner. Or I'll do it even one better. You'll get affiliated by the 75 followers in the 5 hours. Now you need to change that up because you can get affiliated like that, but to maintain your affiliated status, you need to have an average of 5 every month. Would it be fair or not? You as a content creator, and don't forget it, 95% of pay rate so far. We don't know the future. We're talking about present facts right now. 95% is what they pay to you to be a streamer for them. That's what you are. You are a streamer. You are a partner on this. As an affiliated, you are earning money, so you are already a partner there. Because the verified, right now, as kick standards, you have zero parts to be verified. Zero. You
Right.
don't get more income. And to be honest, your average here, if you go outside to apply on Rainmaker, Terminal IO, Keymailer, or something, you don't
Hmm.
even exist for them.
Oh
So
wow.
you won't get games for free. Now, if you're not on Twitch or YouTube, you get this Square. So the only pay through is the Sub Zero on Kick.
Right.
And it's very easy to unlock that sub feature. So 75, like I said, there's plenty of people that follow for follow and just sky high 75 one
Right.
day. One day and they get 75 followers. So is it fair to other content creators like you, like other amazing creators that are putting themselves out there to earn the same that the ones that do follow for follow? that that makes you think. That makes you think. And because it's the thing, people don't like to hear that because say, hey, FK, you always the same thing, just criticizing. I'm not criticizing. I'm laying down a foundational thing. It's like fundamentally, You are paid for skimming the very own platform that you are working with.
I
Because
get
follow
it.
for follow is a skim.
It yeah. So one thing I learned. So when I first went to Twitch, so like when Mixer ended and like they went to Facebook Gaming, a lot of us went to Twitch and we all thought that the follow for follow thing was like cool. Like we didn't understand it. We thought that that's just hey, people wanting to show support. Hey, you follow me and
I
I
follow
follow
you.
you, and then we keep it going. We show other people, and then as we started streaming like throughout the weeks to months to years, we realized that it was bad because a lot of those people that followed you quickly unfollowed you, and we all know, like we all learned that that follow for follow was not it. That's not properly how you get support. I feel
Exactly.
like, and that's with life in general. Nothing is ever given to you. Nothing is ever
For
handed to you.
free.
So you
Exactly.
you have to work to get what you earn. So my thing is when people, yeah, I can shout people out all day, but I'm not forcing people to follow them. I'm not making them follow people just because they're in a community. When I give people shout outs, that means that I check out their content and I think
And
that
you
they're
like
really
it.
good people and I'm actually recommending them to watch them. If they like
Exactly.
them, hey,
Stick
continue.
around.
Or if you don't want to follow them right away, just pull up a tab for them. And if you
Yeah.
like them, hey, follow them.
That comes to my next question, which is very hard. So, as you can see, and I'm gonna give my own example, antagonistan, I'm here supporting, but I'm in lurk mode, may have a good stream. Lurk mode or tab up or whatever you fancy call it nowadays, because I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old.
I'm right there with you.
I'm getting old. I don't have patience to put things like, oh no, it's not follow for follow. Oh no, it's not tab for tab. It is. It is, guys. Lurk is a tab open and it's all good. You can open a tab for your favorite content creators. It's all good. You streaming. It's all good. When you put lurk mode, 100% of the time, the next thing that you do, me included, don't be wrong, sometimes it happens. When you put lurk mode, you're going out to do something and you already turn off that tab. Most of the guys that I see, that happens. Is it everyone? No, it's not. We know that it's not. But there's a few. Your PC, for example, the lurk for lurk, Twitch, cut that in half. Like 4 windows that you need to be open. 4 windows, all good. You get 4 views. There's your lurks. If you have more lurks on your windows, it's off. It's off.
Yeah.
Here on Kick will happen the same soon because they use the same platform. They abide by the same rules. With They have a different mask inside of Twitch, and finally, a different manageable. What do you think of? And we talked about, of course, we all have lives. Sometimes it's not possible to hang around on chat, but usually, do you think that when somebody alerts to you, in watch out, your answer determines a lot of things on your streaming day-to-day things. When you put alert there, or when you receive the alert, what is your first thought immediately?
They probably have to go and either take care of business or they're probably going to go streaming themselves.
There you go. There you go. And people, that's we know that. Know that. There's people that went to business, and that's all fine. I love lurkers. Love lurkers.
We love
I
our
build
lurkers.
Listen, I built my entire streaming career, if you want to say it like that, with lurkers, with friends that were working and open a tab for me. So I have nothing but love for lurkers. But is it healthy for your stream? That's the thing. That's the issue there. Main wise and stream wise to outside sponsors. And I'm not talking affiliated bullcrap, okay? Because, for example, this is Mad Monk. I'm not affiliated with Mad Monk. I'm partnered with Mad Monk. They send me these. I shout out them. I do some videos for them. I eat some because I like it. It's really good. Mad Monk, really good. I like it. I enjoy it. Square Enix Lightstream that we are using today. I could say Razer because all the pieces of equipment that I have here is Razer wise. Razer, my cam is a Keo, my Siren X, my these phones here, my wireless phones are all Razer. So I'm sponsored. I'm not affiliated with them. I'm sponsored. My contract ends in October. We might not renew it, but I'm sponsored right now. To the outside world, lurks means this, guys. I'm sorry. It's the hard cold truth. For us, as streamers, as content creators, we love it. Company wise, zero. What's your intake on that one?
I mean, when you bring it into perspective like that, it's like you don't really think about it like that until it's brought up, and it's like, dang, like you would think that it would still help out, but as a business, as an organization, if it doesn't matter, it's like wow. So usually when people say lurk, it's pretty much like
Yeah, that's it. It's
the
lurk. You have that tab open, and I appreciate your view. Don't get me wrong, all of you guys. We don't saw the chat moving a lot today. It is what it is. It's all good. We have a few lurks, and we love you. We love you. You open your tab, you give me that average, and I freaking love you. For the standpoint as a content creator with sponsors and stuff, means zero. Not the affiliate crap. A guy with 100 followers on Twitch gets affiliated by an energy drink. I am so sorry. They give you a code. If you sell it, you sell it. You basically do publicity for free. Period. In the high, let's turn up a bit. Just don't get mad at us. We're just putting the bad things first because the good things on this is everyone can do it. There's not a single soul that cannot stream and be mildly successful. Don't think you're gonna be a Maximilian dude or a XYC or a ninja. There are very specific niches on that, but everybody can succeed. You see me, you see Big J there, this rocking kick like a freaking hurricane. One of the most viewed guys, one of the on music selection is his channel. You can go check it. Him and Lofi are one of the greatest music, aka categories on Kick. You can go check
uh,
it, guys. So don't forget to go check my man Big J. Big J. Another thing, I see you gaming a lot DBD by now.
yeah,
I see you a lot on that.
yes.
What kind of games do you play other than DBD?
So I play Fortnite. I play Fall Guys. I used to play Friday the 13th.
Oh,
I'm looking forward to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. By the way,
okay.
I do have the Avengers game.
I miss
Shout out to the Avengers.
I miss it so much. It's such
Um,
a such a great game that people destroyed. I'm sorry.
right.
It is what it is.
I have I have Mortal Kombat. I have my NFL Madden. I got NBA 2K. I have a lot of different games that I play, and I my thing is I always used to stream playing video games, and now my main focus is podcasts, just chats and podcasts. I feel
Okay.
like I have a lot to talk about, and I have a lot to educate other content creators and help them out. Like if they need, advice or maybe just, something that I could say that maybe inspire them or motivate them to want to stream or continue to stream or get back streaming.
Oh, that's one of the things that I think we miss more in this gaming community, or even on the content creation community, is the fact that people nowadays just think about themselves. It's like you got a community, it's a big one. You like to share things alongside your community, which makes sense. But there's a lot of communities, and most of the times I'm in some communities just to do my research. I do a lot of research because it's fun for me as a criminal analyst. I love to do research on these things. Human psych, what people kind of think, and what is the motive behind that thinking. One
Right.
of the things that I see is I see a lot of communities shutting out. Well, and I see this on Kick even more than Twitch. Well, than Twitch right now, because in the early days of Twitch, we all know that the same happened.
Right.
That small streamers or guys that are just coming over to Kick offering like the affiliated story. There it is, the affiliated story. But then they profit of it because most of the communities have a bad thing
Right.
is the fact that the community don't get together. The individuals inside of community just goes to the leader to get some scraps out of it. Do you agree with this statement?
I have seen that happen. So, I've honestly been in communities where you would think that it would be about, everyone, but it would be more centered towards the leader of the community. And you know, I always wondered like how does that even happen? Like how is that even a thing? Like if you're supposed to be a community, how come you only like praise one person and only support one person? I try to teach that to everybody. Like, yeah, I may be a leader for Too Lit. It may be like my creation, but as a family, we're together. Like, it's just a name. Like, a lot of people look up to me, and I appreciate that. But I'm not going to treat nobody differently. I'm going to treat them how I want to be treated, and that's with love and respect. I'm not going to, act like I'm just this big old, boss and make people do what I want them to do because that's not a thing. You're not going to get respect doing that.
Well, but you get the views, don't you think?
Honestly, honestly, from day one when I first started till now, it can get it can be frustrating whenever you can do a lot better than what you but um I feel like when the time comes, it comes. I feel like people that put in the hard work definitely get what they deserve. It may not happen the day that they wanted to. It may not happen overnight, but it'll eventually pay off. I mean, I've been streaming for almost 5 years, and I still haven't gave up. My community won't let me give up.
So, if I could ask you, in all honesty, how many? And let's open it. I'm a mean person. I am so chat and Big J. I'm really a mean person. I'm not the best person to do these kinds of shows, but that's why I love them to do so much. And I did crap because I post the link for me and you on the main channel of Socialize, and now you got Sodi posting too there. I'm sorry, I'll delete it right
Oh
now.
no, it's fine. It's fine.
But so, if we look right now, and this is the big thing, how many? This is this is the baddest question ever. How many members do you think you have on Tulit?
I can honestly say,
Around, of course. I'm not going to tell you that you need to to know all of the numbers because it's
far as like I know, it's over 100.
oh
But far as like the community wise in the Discord, there's over 600 people in there.
oh okay. So Discord wise, you have like 600 people, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. Now imagine, and that's what bugs me and always will bug me in communities around because it is what it is. We already know that. But imagine if 600 and you have 10% that is active. No, so we're talking about 60 people. Do you have 60 people that are actually active on your content? No,
Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that.
exactly.
It
That's
doesn't
true.
work like
But
that.
Do you have 1%?
What would
We're
be
talking about six.
okay? So I do have that. I do have that. So I've always felt like if you put enough support in, if you put enough content in, that it always comes back. So as long as I've been streaming, a lot of support that I've been doing, it'll eventually come back. So with that being said, my average is like 20 to 30, and that's before people start hosting me. When people start
Okay.
hosting me, it goes higher than that. Like I've gotten up to 40 a few times without people hosting me, and then it gets in the hundreds. I've seen it. It's gotten up to 80, 100, and it's just supporting get you a long ways. Like my best advice to people out there is just support. Support who you want to support, and don't feel like you're obligated to only supporting to one person or two people or just one community or certain communities that other communities rock with. Support who you want and just have fun streaming, and it'll eventually come back to you. That's the best advice I can give.
It's a great advice, but the thing is, and this is the worst question, one of the worst. Most of the times that we are talking with people around our streams and our things, we're trying to be as much genuine that we can, right?
Right.
How many times did you stream marks, I don't know, 30, 40s, and your chat is completely dead? Does it
Uh,
happen? Might doesn't happen. Look, there's people that streams with 10 and the chat don't stop moving. There's people that streams with 600 and I don't see the chat moving. Did it happen to you itself? Because it happened to me. So that's why I'm asking.
um Honestly, I feel like I'm always gonna have somebody in chat, and that's just because I've done enough. Whether it's my woman in there talking to me, whether it's Radical Foil talking to me, whether it's my twin Peaches and Queen, whether it's so many different streamers, so many different supporters. I always feel like I'm gonna have somebody in there talking. So I'm not gonna. So I see a lot of people that have a lot of numbers in their stream, and there's not a lot of activity on the chat end. So when
Yeah.
I have 10 to 20 people, those 10 to 20 people are actually talking. And as it goes up, those people are going to start talking because they like my energy. It's all about how you present yourself. It's all about interacting with your people. If people host out to you and you're not engaging with that chat, they're going to leave. They're not going to stick around for that. And that's just the business part of it. When people host out to you, you have about 10 seconds to prove that you're worthy of a follow or support.
3 to 5. 3 to 5. It's the same thing as a YouTube video. You got 3 to 5 seconds to make people just stay in your chat. Just stay. Not talking even follow you, subscribe to you, or something. It's just stay. It's tough. It's not easy. And everybody that says, oh, streaming is easy, it's not.
It's
It's
not.
easy for
It's
the
not.
one that had the break or for some reason clicked with a big streamer that put him on the break. There's not a lot of streamers or content creators that started by themselves on like subscriber one and weren't helped by YouTube X, or YouTube Epsilon. There's not. There's a lot of good content out there. There is, definitely. But community wise, it's really needed to keep the things flowing, keep the things moving. Communities are needed, but are when they well managed. And I see a lot of communities right there that I love and I respect, but it's the mentality of things. It's the single community member that only looks up. And when you say up, is the community leader because they want scraps. And that for me is like, I know when I start to see that in the community, I leave. immediately,
Right.
like bye, because I'm giving out to people that will never give to me. And support, in my opinion, I don't know if you share that opinion or not, is a two-way street.
It is. It is a two-way street. I agree.
And when I see people just saying and get slammed by other people that, yeah, yeah, I came to your stream, but you didn't come to mine. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the wrong street right there. The wrong street just began because, yes, you came into my stream and I didn't come to yours. That's wrong. That's wrong. If you took the time, we are in the same community. Bear in mind, we are in the same community. If I'm on your stream and we are streaming together, for example, you're streaming at 1 hour, I started like that, and I said to your stream, hey, I'm going, have a nice stream, it was amazing, it was fun. The minute that I see your like the the pop-up saying Big J to Lit is on, the first thing that my mouse does is click on that. And when I say you, I say any other stream that I support.
Hmm.
You were on my stream and you just said, hi, how are you? And you start the stream, I'm there, hi. That's it. I'm here. Because I'm streaming. I know you're streaming. So why the heck I didn't jump to your stream? And this goes to all the community members out there. If you wait only by X, W, or Z to start streaming to say hi in chat because the guy have 50, 60 of your fellow community members, and you are expecting to in 1, 2 hours, 3 hours, he stops streaming and get you rated, it will not happen. It not gonna happen unless that guy knows you really good. Either he's gonna stream and raid his core, the foundation, which is more than normal, or he's gonna raid out to a bigger stream than him, or to a smaller stream that he doesn't know to grab him to his community. Do you think that this is accurate to say in most communities right now?
Me thinking about that, that's pretty accurate. It is. I mean, I've seen it happen to many streamers and many different communities. I mean, I've seen it, so I can't say otherwise. It happens, Say for example, my community, they host out to me, and then like I host out to like somebody that's random. They might see a big streamer and be like, hey, maybe if I get all these people and gather them and go to a bigger streamer, maybe they would recognize me and maybe I can fit in with their communities. It's part of the business, so I get it. It happens. It happens all the time.
The problem is when you make that your whole stream career. That's where I see the problem. For example, we got a few communities.
Mhm.
I know that we have a few people from right now. We have 9, 10 viewers not watching, but I can see we got 9 now. But and I know that like at least 3 or 4 are from Tulit. You know why I know that? Because I didn't post anywhere else.
Awesome.
So I know that at least 4 are from the Tulit. But listen, this is like other any other community have its core base, which is normal and that cannot be retracted off. I can tell you that that core base that might be people like Radical, your wife, uh, well, RW3 is from my own, Mike it's from my own, but maybe a few others that are in that community are just less than 1% of your community right there. You know why?
Bye.
I'll tell you, it's simple. Because this is FK Flavius King channel,
Hey,
not Big J to Lit.
Hey.
So see the difference here, and that happens not only in our community because I made Tulid my own as well because there's nothing. Well, on my streams, you see the logo of Tulid. You don't see any other logo from communities. You see Tulid there. You might start to seeing stargazing, but that's different. That's for my Twitch. But on Kick, you only see Tulid. That's it. On YouTube, you don't see any. Period. I don't have any community on YouTube. It's me. I'm my community. But on Kick, it's Tulid. If tomorrow you say to me, "Oh, I'm going over back to Twitch," I'll follow you there. When you start your stream, I'll click the button there. But that's the big difference in all community. Because I was a community leader as well. I did the FKNA and I was like the same. I dropped the FKNA because of that. It was not true. For me, in my point of view, I had the core like you do, and that's the truthful of the community. But then I saw a lot of people that the only thing that did was support that core because that core might be a chance for you, Big J, to raid them. Like I said, the only difference between the both of us in this podcast is the channel that is hosted right now. Because if it was the other way around, your community, our community, if you want to be pleasant, would be there immediately. But that happens in all communities. It's not wrong on the community, it's not wrong on the leader. It's the mindset of people right now and the true streamers that appears right now. And people hate me so much for saying this most of the times because they don't, I don't know. I probably would hate myself if I was listening as a community leader or a community member, but that's the truth. Communities nowadays are 15 people that support between each others, and that's it. You could have 1,600 or even more on the community. You only can count with 15 to 16. Like 1% of the community is the one that really, really supports all the community. But you have the dangerous work for being a community leader. So don't slip. It's crazy. Don't slip.
Oh.
One last question just to let you go because I know. Oh, Red. There he is. Another member of the community. See?
Great.
That's the thing. That's the thing right there. Let's shout out this amazing. Oh, come on. Red. Well, Red, you need to talk because your name is too weird for me to actually. There you go, Red. Now I can
Hey.
shut it off. So you see, that's about it. Most of the things. Hey, all's good, Red, man. Lovely to see you. Hope you have a great streamer. What were you stream? I love bot tricks, but I hate that it doesn't say what you were streaming. What were you streaming, Red? I was not there. I was busy trying to put Big J in trouble. That's what I do on my podcast. I put people in trouble. That's true. It's true. You know, I was in the, and this is true. This is documented. I'm not. I'm not actually praising this or feel pride to it, but I had a podcast that somebody invited me, and I just had a podcast with someone from a game, a lead script, something like that. And the guy asked me, "What was the most boring guest that you ever had on a podcast?" And I went straight away and said, "Well, X person, that person that days before." Because the podcast was so hard to take something out of that person. It was so boring, and I said, "Yeah, it was that person. It was a community manager from a game. I couldn't care less, dude.
Hmm.
It was from Marvel Avengers.
Oh
I
wow.
couldn't care less." And listen, I was sponsored by Marvel Avengers, and I said, "Person XY was boring. It was my least favorite guest on my podcast because it was boring. I don't care. That's the thing. I do this for fun. Do I make it a career out of it? Like I said, pay me 2K a month, 2K euros a month, and I'll leave my job right away.
Oh wow.
But here in Portugal is way easier, and the cost of life is way small than there in the US. And I have a big house. I just bought my house pronto, like that. Money wise, it was pronto. No mortgage. I'm set for life. No mortgage.
Nice.
Yeah. So you see, Portugal is really good to to live in the account of money. One last question for you, and thank you once again, Red, for the amazing host. Really appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. I don't know if I follow you, but if I don't, no, I do. Of course, I do. Stupid thing. Of course, I do. There you go. And if you needed to change the mind of any streamer from new to old, what would be your first directive?
From new to old. So like
From new to old. Imagine, I don't know, imagine someone on our community that just starting with one follower, and imagine Mr. Beast. What would be the advice for both of them?
just stay true to yourself. Keep streaming, don't give up. I mean, all the big streamers started off small. They all had to build up that reputation. They all had to build up that community. And in order for that, what did they have to do? They had to make videos. They had to promote themselves. They had to go show support to other streamers, other content creators. I mean, that's the only way that you're going to be able to showcase your talents is putting yourself out there. You can't expect it to be given to you, handed to you. That's not how they made it. They made several videos, and not all videos are going to be a success. You're gonna have your failures, but then out of some of those failures, you're gonna have those videos that could be successful, that can help bring you up there. So, a couple of failed videos are going to happen, but you have to keep yourself determined. You have to keep motivated that all you have to realize all those top tier content creators started from the bottom and worked their way to the top. So you're gonna see failure from time to time, but that only makes you a better streamer at the end of the day. Because you go back, you look at what you did wrong and you correct that, and then next time you stream, it makes you a better streamer. You correct your errors, your own errors. You correct them as you go, and the better you get at it, the better you perfect it, and the more you perfect it, you can teach somebody else. It's all about teaching because everybody wants to learn how to be a content creator.
Indeed. And now the question that we always love to do in our podcast. Who we gonna host today?
Huh. Let's see. Let's see. So I like the
It's on
host.
you. Link here on the chat, please, Big J. You're commanding the troops today. To
All right, let's see who we got. I like to show love to everybody. If anybody that's in the community, it's streaming, I like to go towards them. If not, then I like to go out towards maybe somebody that's in another community that we know. So let me see. I'm looking as we speak right now. Okay, so I see that there's somebody. Let me.
Hey Gamer, how are you? We having a blast, man. We talked some crazy stuff today here on the podcast about streaming, community, love, and actually being a community leader or even be a streamer. It was an amazing 90 minutes right here, Gamer, man. We had a blast. Thank you so much for being here. We might have a few more surprises, man. You good chilling? That's awesome, man. It's actually the first time that I talk to you guys because I've been streaming without my cam and my mic just because I'm chilling at work sometimes and just want to
Okay,
show something.
there you go.
Telenovela Live. I like the name. I like the name.
That's one of the newer ones that I met, and very supportive. Really nice. They're doing the RL stream.
Hmm.
Definitely show them some love.
So, any other advice for the people that are watching us, and any other thing that you want to say?
Yeah, so I just want to thank you for this podcast that I'm on. You know, I appreciate you. You've been nothing but helpful. You've been great to the community. I see you in everybody's streams.
I
You know,
try.
you
I
know,
like a bit. I like a bit.
and
I
and
still think I don't do enough, to be
it goes
honest.
a long ways, you know. And my thing is you know, never give up. All content creators that are streaming right now, never give up. Never settle for just one platform. There's many platforms out there that you can try. Um, my best advice is just, you know, be yourself, keep streaming, don't give up, and just, you know, just watch your own videos, watch your own VODs. It's okay to look at other content creators. If you come up with some similar ideas, just give that content creator their flowers, give them their recognition. Say if I seen something FK may have done, if I want to do something similar, you know, I'd be like, hey, I learned it like this, but I put a little twist into it. But shout out to FK because I learned it from him. You know, always give those content creators their roses, their flowers.
That's true.
And you know that'll be something that they would appreciate, because I know a lot of content creators that may get their content stolen from other content creators, and they don't like that and they frown upon it. And I totally understand and respect that. So just be yourself, always give props when props is due, and just support and have a good time doing it. Just don't give up. You know, there's so many different tools out there, Discord, YouTube, a lot of friends, a lot of great people out there that can help you on this journey of being a streamer. So I mean, just don't give
That's right.
up, keep
Don't
going,
give
and
up.
just have fun. Always have fun.
Yes. Do
Always.
not stream if you're not having fun, please. Don't make us see your face down. And I'm gonna say this, and this is a little controversial, but don't stream for money unless you don't have a job. You'll put something that starts as an hobby to being a work, and being a streamer. Guys, listen, being a streamer, a professional one that pays the bills, takes so much out of you. Okay? So if you're doing this for fun, awesome. Keep doing it. If you are doing professionally, you need to step up. Believe me, I'm not saying that you're bad, good, average. No. And you need to step up. If you want to make a living out of this, you need to step up. It's not easy like Big E or other streamers may sound, because Big E is amazing, but he does tell you you need to work. This is not, you need to work for it. So you do need to work and step up if you want to be in the business. Better yet, you need to stay true to yourself. It doesn't matter. And everything that you will say will hurt someone. Okay? That's the world that we live in. You know, everything that you say will hurt someone. So that's all good. Just be polite, be kind, be loving to one another's. Just keep showing that love, and not like you're after something.
Right.
Just show love. That's a simple, it's not the simplest thing to do. It's not. Showing love, unconditional love, is not simple, or else everybody would be around everybody's streams and having parties, and like to lit uh, to lit community or other communities would be like, instead of 1%, would be like 50% of the people on Big J streams, and you would be verified by now, and a Twitch partner and a YouTube partner. But that's not how it works. We know that, and we need to face the truth. Nonetheless, we love you all, guys. It was an amazing stream. I appreciate you guys, all of you. Thank you, Big J, for have the time. We need to do this again and
Oh
invite
yeah.
others, because we
Oh
can put
yeah.
we can put 6 people here, around that, I think. No, actually, it's 8 people here. So we
Oh
can put
wow.
8 people here talking and discussing, well, anything actually. Keep grinding. I'll see you in 2 months verified. I know that. Oh, I
The
know.
pressure, the pressure, the pressure.
Nah, keep doing what you do. You're really doing great. I appreciate you. Guys, don't forget, Big J, also on YouTube. Go there. He's 2K hours away. Just grab a damn playlist and let it go, man. You don't even have to listen to him. You just like, just up. If anyone, if like 10 people do that from the community and open that NFL one, I can tell you by in 6 to 7 days, you are a YouTube partner.
Really?
10.
Really?
I'm almost certain of it.
Wow.
10, all the videos open, non-stop with a playlist watching you. Your watch hours will sky high. Do the test, do the math. You have the core. Hey, I'm not alone, to be honest. I have two lead community. I know that. But in terms of community nowadays, I am alone. I'm inserted in communities, but I don't have no core. I don't belong to cores. Not for now. I'm still waiting for my core. Too lit is a big contender to that because I see how too lit works and I like it. And I click with Big J as well. Since a few months ago, we're not talking about a few weeks. There's a few months back. We have some conversations alongside the way. So, and one thing, guys, you need to check this out. And just to wrap it up, pay attention to Big J when he's streaming music or starting a stream. You'll see, and you have to do a game for this, Big J. Every time that you say, "Hey, we need to drink a shot," you'll
Oh my
get
goodness, they
you'll
will
get
be.
drunk in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and you're drunk because in 5 minutes, Big J says, "Hey," 1,000 times.
I'm
I
telling you, I'll be so hyped. I'll be so
guarantee.
hyped. The energy, man.
I
Oh
know
my
it
goodness.
is.
A
So
lot of
go
energy.
to Big J Tulip. Go to the stream. Oh, you never saw that, eh? Go to Big J Tulip stream at kick.com/Big J Tulip. Go there, check on YouTube Big J Tulip as well. I appreciate you all of you. It was an amazing, amazing stream as usual, and I love you all. Stay safe, stay cool, and I'll see you in the next one. And let's hope this host goes through.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay.